fighter to ever live. So it is happening. I guess we just got to get G on this conversation.
We do.
This is so good. I know G's a massive fan of Amanda Nunes and her spirit and stuff. So let's get in the Savage one. Camp fight week is going. Dude, by the way, huge Halloween post. I love Gillian and Halloween. Gillian the Savage Robertson. What's up, G?
What is up? How are you guys doing?
What's happening? Hey, doggy.
We're doing phenomenal. I don't know if you just saw, we had a great Amanda Nunes video, or if you just saw her on IG. G, she's coming back. It's happening.
Yeah.
So
I heard you guys saying something about that whenever I came in, and I hadn't seen it on IG or anything. So I'm like, kind of like, I was like, wait, what are they talking about?
All right, here we go.
Here
Here we go.
watch it.
Let me
Here we
play
go.
it again.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Please call me. I miss you so much. Can't wait to see you. She's coming back, dude.
She's coming back. Okay. So my question to both of you, first and foremost, would you, A, put Kayla on pause, do the trilogy fight with Juliana Pena, have them go after each other, have maybe Amanda as the champion and have Kayla go after Amanda as the challenger? Or do you do Kayla versus Juliana, hope to God, the MMA gods above, Kayla smashes her like we all do, and Kayla's the champion, and you have Amanda going after Kayla?
What do you got?
I don't know. I don't know which way would be better. I feel like it'd be disrespectful not to give Amanda a title shot like immediately, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, I don't know. I think it would be right to give her the Juliana trilogy and then the Kayla shot.
Okay. I like both ways, and Maddie, I saw you both ways, but where are you at?
Well, I think I kind of like the storyline of active fighters. So Kayla Harrison getting Juliana Pena, and then if the story is written out the way we hope it will, Harrison gets the win. And then can you just imagine the promo for this? Like,
dude,
Amanda Nunes is like, all right, here I come, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you would be there in person. Kayla Harrison wins the championship belt. Dana White puts it around her waist, and Amanda walks into the octagon.
Ah! I'm here for it. I'm here.
The biggest fight in female history. The biggest in UFC female history, bar none.
Yep. It'd be wild. It'd be wild. Yeah, I'm kind of here for that storyline.
Okay. I think I'm leaning that way too. I thought I was leaning her versus Juliana right away because I just want to see her smash Juliana. If Juliana puts Amanda's name in her mouth one more time, I'm gonna come after her, you know? So
that's another thing, is like, obviously, like, Juliana's post-fight speech, that's all it was about. And it's like, get your name out of her mouth, get her name out of your mouth. Like it's time to, like, at least just respect her for what she was. Let her be happy retired. Obviously you're not, and that's raised something in her.
Yeah.
But it's like, why didn't you just, like, let her go? Like, why is this so, like, I don't know, just
why
let
is
Amanda
it such
be
a
Amanda.
thing to her? Yeah, it's like, it's just making her look stupid.
Someone's just saying, hey, G. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Before we talk more, talks about UFC 307 or this weekend's UFC, G, how are you, the house Hurricane Dogs? Are you worried at all? I know you're definitely further south than me. It was like coming right to my doorstep. We got out. That's why you can see where I'm at. How are you? Okay with the storm and what's going to happen?
Yeah, I think like, my area is pretty good. I know we're just going to be getting, like, heavy rains, heavy winds, probably tropical storm-like things, but we're not too worried down here. I was about to say your area looks like it's the scary part right now.
Bro, like, not good. So, Chris, and I'm happy you came on. I'm going to ask you the same question, Chris. We got out of town, brother. We're in an undisclosed location. We're very safe. We got the family out. But it stinks, man. Like, I'm not going to be like, just going to be real. Like, we're worried. Like, we don't know what we're coming back to. Flooding, housing, stuff flying around. It's wild. So, Chris, you're in Tampa. You're not leaving, my man?
Well, now I'm worried.
We might have to send Chris a link here in 40 minutes after G and Chris will get him on at the end of the show. Man, yeah, dude, Tampa is going to get smashed. It is crazy stuff. All right, G, back to MMA. We talked about it a lot in the first hour. Is Alex Pereira just the best thing that's ever happened to the UFC? Is he just the best thing that's ever happened to us MMA people?
I've been saying this for the last couple weeks. I really think that he does have that potential to be like that superstar power in the UFC right now. Like almost like honestly, I think the only thing he's really missing from having that like say Conor McGregor-esque is being able to speak English. I feel like if he was able to do that and like just be able to translate to more to the American fans, I feel like who he is as a person, like he's this great, huge, giant, scary person who's also just kind of like likes to like play jokes and have fun and is kind of goofy. Plus, obviously, you put him in the cage and you see the terrifying person that he is. I really feel like he has what it takes to be that next like Conor McGregor superstar.
I love it. I love that so much. We talked about it so much in the first hour, G. Not even everything that he does in the octagon is everything we always dream for. MMA fans, people that cover it. He fights often. Anything short notice. He has a little Gillian Robertson in him. He fights the fights. He finishes fights. He's so entertaining.
He seems to be a good person.
Yeah, and then what the icing on the cake is what we said. He's awesome with the media now. He's so funny. He's personable. His kind of relationship with Nina has elevated him. I think the face paint, everything, the weigh-ins, he is literally the full package. It's amazing. Amazing.
Even like post-fight, they were asking him about Jamal Hill. And they're like, oh, yeah, I saw him yawning post-fight. What do you think that was about? He's like, oh, I think he was just waking up from UFC 300.
He's witty.
I'm like that clip should have been like, clicked everywhere. And put everywhere because that was like one of the most gangster things I've heard.
It was so good.
If you follow Fight Bananas, Jillian, it was up there on Fight Bananas. If you follow it, I don't know.
You guys know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
You know, but no, Maddie went in on Jamal Hill.
I did. I'm so sick of Jamal Hill.
Yeah. We'll send you the clip. It was Maddie Levine was on one. Let's just say that she won the show.
Let's just say I'm so tired of this man, and I hope he gets fed to Khalil Roundtree next because he got
knocked out. Like he lost. Look at all those fighters. Roundtree, Izzy beat him once. Even Yuri fought him like good the first time, and he got to the second round. Jamal Hill got knocked out in 3 minutes. What is he talking about? Like, why is he so cringe about him?
But even at that, it's like the fact of how he even got the belt. So it's like Yuri stepped down and him and Glover were kind of thrown into the spot. So it's not like, I don't know. It's not like he took the belt from the champion. I feel like it was kind of like, how he got the belt. And then now you're going to defend it that hard, even after you get knocked out on your first defense.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Ever since this is a great point, Dawson, great point here. Alex teaming up. He's always been with Glover, by the way, for a long, long time, but it's got more elevated, and Glover is great with media and socials as well. This Glover and Alex thing has been awesome for sure. We talked about this earlier. Khalil and Hill is the fight to make 2025. Oh my God. Great question by who is more cringe, Juliana Pena or Jamal Hill?
I think as of late, Jamal Hill, but historically, Juliana Pena.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard for Pena not to take the cake on that one.
Oh, seriously.
I saw a comment on Raquel's championship post that, on Pena's championship post that said Raquel won the 6th round with that comment of, sorry, you guys have to hear her yap.
Yep, 1,000%. And we kind of touched upon it a little bit, Dave, but Kayla Harrison absolutely destroyed her during the press conference.
10-7.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
So good. I want to go back to that, Manny, and I will. My first question, G, about fighting about Gillian Pena, and I'm a novice. G, we grappled once. I know we grappled for 30 minutes, and you finally submitted me of a really hard back and forth. So I'm a novice. But my real question is, why is it me or does Juliana Pena fight? I feel like she's got a wood ruler attached to her shoulders. She fights like this. She's so she's
very stiff.
Yeah, she's very stiff. Like she's like Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story. She can only move one way and fight. Like, am I wrong?
I definitely think she's always had a very unique and I would say like ugly fighting style. Not to say that that can't work for some people, because like Yuri Prohashka has one of the ugliest fighting styles that works significantly for him. But I do think that she just like I couldn't tell you what her game plan was going into this. You know, like she went in and she got every time she attempted a takedown, it came easy, and she was able to control Raquel for the rest of the round on the ground. So it's like, why the other 3 rounds did you not even attempt? Why did you not try when you're taking like they were coming so easily and you were able to control the whole time on the ground? So it's like it didn't make sense why she went in there and fought a boxing match with Raquel for majority of the fight.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly. I was getting
Maddie said that earlier.
I was getting so frustrated, and I just kept saying to myself, like, how are these former champions when they're making weird fight IQ decisions? They have no movement. They're not adapting to what the opponent is giving them. I'm like, what is happening? It was so frustrating to watch.
Fortunately, I just feel like that's where the 135 division is right now. That it's like since Amanda left, it's like the talent isn't necessarily there anymore.
That's why we need Kayla Harrison and we need Amanda Nunes. Like, we need this to happen. So back to this comment, Mike Tester just said DDP style is gross. And Gillian had a great one. Yuri, their fighting style to me is different, but it's not gross. Like, dude, DDP has beautiful kicks. Like, he tried to head kick Israel Adesanya multiple times. Like, his style is just different from others, and it's very unique. And that's Sean Strickland's a little bit of that too. But they fight well. Like, dude, Strickland's got one of the best jabs in all of MMA. Their fighting style is better. Yuri's got pop. His elbows are awesome. Juliana she fights like an amateur. Like, we're calling the fight on Island Fights, G. Like, she's just like,
it's weird. It's just weird. Yeah.
It's weird and I don't know. Anything else on 307? We talked about Alex. We talked about Juliana, Kayla a little bit. Anything else jumped at you? Jose Aldo lost. Anything else?
I guess on the Aldo loss, I was confused why people thought that, like, I feel like a lot of people were booing that. A lot of people are debating that. I feel like it was pretty obvious that he lost the fight.
Ooh, let's go, G. Go. I
had Mario winning too.
No. Okay, so I had Jose win. To me, Jose and G, I give you a huge compliment. It's all I do all the time. I am a Gillian Robertson supporter. You know this more than anything. When you and Grant Dawson's fighting this weekend, when you guys get people down or you guys grapple or you guys are wrestling, you're, to me, as a novice, you're always trying to win. You're always trying to submit. You're always trying to get better position. You're striking dude, I love your short elbows. Nothing is better than you on Mount G and your short elbow and the females under it, right? Michelle Watterson. Mario never struck. He never went for a submission attempt. He was just holding Aldo against the cage like this. And then when they did break up minimal time, Aldo was looking good striking. I thought Aldo looked really well. So I'm like, okay, he's not winning. He's not losing the fight. And we talked about this earlier, but I never thought he was winning the fight. And that was my take.
Yeah, I saw that. I feel like Aldo had some moments, but I saw that the majority of the fight was Mario controlling it, you know? Like, obviously not necessarily doing anything necessarily impressive, but he was controlling the majority of the round. It was almost like Aldo versus Marab, except not as much cage time, you know?
Yeah.
A similar kind of thing where it's like he was controlling the cage, and I don't think Aldo had enough moments to really take away from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good point about the Marab one. I do, but I think I don't, at least it's been a year, same pay-per-view, same Utah, all that stuff. It's been a year. I didn't feel like Marab, or I think it was 2 years ago. I don't think Marab got beat up as much as Batista, and maybe it's just a bad memory, but I don't know. I
thought Jose had good moments, but I don't think those moments won him the overall fight.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as Mario's style was lackluster, he did enough to get the victory, I thought.
Okay.
No, I
All
agree
right.
with that.
Okay.
I definitely disagree with how many split decisions there were this
Yeah,
weekend.
no, for sure. For
Fun.
sure.
Fun.
Yeah, the judges
Fun.
were
All
on
over the
one.
place.
Yeah.
So Conor McGregor and Dana White actually spoke on this whole thing and they proposed new ideas to make fights more entertaining. So I'd love to just throw this by you guys and see what you
Yeah.
think.
I
So
didn't see this.
Connor said, and this is a since deleted tweet, mind you. As referee, if the fighters go to the same place of stall over and over, I would be putting the position on a clock. And each time they end back there, the clock gets shorter. So I think he's referring to when they got broken up, he immediately went back. But it's
So
like,
you
how are
mean
you
like
going to put a clock
he
on it?
like he would have it for 30 seconds and then the next time 20 seconds and the next
Yeah,
time 10
I mean,
seconds?
again, this is a Conor McGregor tweet, so it's not sound.
I
Um,
saw an Angela Hill tweet saying that I can't remember which fight it was. I think it was the first fight on the prelims. They had that terrible ref that the commentators were going in on, and then he was stopping the fight every 10 seconds.
yes.
And Angela Hill commented, she's like, "Can we get that ref back for Jose Aldo's fight?"
Right. For real. It's so true. And then you have Dana White saying, I mean, he called it atrocious, the judging.
Yeah.
And then he said, when the guy is doing everything he can to not fight and not win the fight, as a ref, you should break it up immediately. I think that's so unfair because, like, if you're working, you can't just break it up because it's boring.
Well, I also think it's the losing person's job to break it up. It's the person on the wall or the person on the bottom that shouldn't just be sitting there holding. There was one fight, I want to say it was either this last weekend or on the French card, where I think it was a female fight where they were just holding and relying on the person. It was Marina Rodriguez this weekend. Marina Rodriguez
Okay.
and Lucindo. She got stood up, I want to say it was definitely once, maybe twice, by just holding her from bottom position. And it's like,
Yeah.
all right, well, if this was like, say, an actual fight, you're never going to get stood up. You're going to stay in bottom for 2 hours and you're eventually going to lose. It's like, it's Marina's job to get up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
I
Marina's
agree.
job to look at the ref and hold and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I couldn't agree more on that for sure. For sure. Like you for one, you start the fight standing up. So you're standing like you are in Marina's a good striker, very good striker. She's standing. She wants to
She
stand.
looks phenomenal striking.
Yeah, phenomenal striker. There you go. Phenomenal. She doesn't want to be on the bottom, but you did get there. Like
Right. Now you have to work your way
a
out.
moment in that fight, a grappling moment, a wrestling moment, a striking moment, whatever it is. You lost a moment to get there. Now it's your job to get out. Like you got to get out and move. It's not the ref's job to be like, oh, you're in an unhappy spot. Come on. Let's make this happy for you.
Especially in a fight like that where Marina was doing phenomenal. She looked like a gangster when she was on the feet. But the second she hit the mat, it was like, oh, I'm here. There's 4 more minutes left. Cool. Like, I'm just not going to try to get up.
But it's like
in a fight like that, the ref is going to make a huge difference because Lucindo could sit on top for 4 minutes or have to stand up and now deal with an angry Marina.
So crazy. G, I know you love when I put you on the spot, so this is what I will do right now live. Who do you think is the biggest bet-in favorite for this weekend's upcoming UFC?
I'm going to take a guess on this one with the great Grant Dawson.
Got him.
There you go.
Got him.
Gillian Robertson, the one and only. Fight Finesse family. There you go. Yeah, dude. Grant, massive bet-in favorite, 475. That's huge because Roth is a real dude. Rafael Garcia is good. Like he is.
Oh, I was gonna say the return of D-Rod. D-Rod's coming back. I can't believe this guy's still fighting.
What's your problem with D-Rod?
I don't know. He's just like, to me, he's a skilled.
Wow.
He's skilled. Yeah. But like to me, when I think of D-Rod, I think of like old school MMA for some reason. Whether that's right or wrong.
You think like the tap out shorts, the long black tap out shorts with the bang behind them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just like you're Mr. Tap Out. Like
I'm excited for the comeback of Chris Barnett this weekend too.
There you go, G. Yep. There you go. Island Fights veteran Chris Barnett. Dude, he's a pretty big favorite, I think, as well. It's wild.
Never seen a big boy throw spinning kicks and shit like that.
He is
So
wild.
impressive.
Absolutely wild.
I love it.
Gee, anything else? Anything else happening? Has with the storms kind of coming through Florida, anything changing for you, or just planning schedule, keeping kicking?
Nope, we're the same always. I'm like, even if the storm was coming through, it'd still probably be the same. Just, like hitting pads in the wind, something like that. It's just figure it out.
Well, try to delete some of those your archived videos of striking. Okay, you got to delete some of them, G.
Yep.
So Dean's usually not there for my sparring rounds, so
Okay.
I typically have to videotape and send them to him. And
That's
something that
cool.
I've always found absolutely amazing from Dean is he always takes my videos and then sends them back to me, and it has like little clips of like, oh, this is good here, or
Cool.
this isn't what we need, or this is what we like, or everything. So it's like every single sparring session gets sent to him, sent back to me, and then reviewed, and we go over it together. Just hopefully taking steps forward every day. I feel like I've said it before, but I'm like, I just feel like where I'm at in my career, I'm just so confident. I do truly believe I'm on my championship run right now.
Let's go.
We're right behind you with that one for
Yeah.
sure. I just love listening to Dean talk about it too, because you can tell Dean is so passionate about you and
Sean Brady.
Sean Brady. Thank you. It's really cool to see, because you need people like that in your corner.
For sure.
Oh yeah, and it's like Dean and I, we've had what is it, like 13 years now building in this.
Crazy.
I feel like we've just it's taken this long though to finally find the right formula, the right pattern, everything. We got a squeaky toy over here.
I love it. No, it's good. I love it.
But
That's
I
awesome.
feel like, yeah, Dean and I are really just on the same page right now. We both know where I need to be, and we're headed there.
So cool. Well, G, you're the absolute best. Be safe. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild couple days in Florida. We got out, but it's gonna be crazy. But G, we wish nothing but the best. We'll talk to you throughout the week, and then we'll have like a Grant Dawson celebration next week. So we'll love to have you on, like always.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be there, and well, I know you're out, but I hope everything stays safe for you up there.
I appreciate it. G, we'll talk soon. All right.
Bye.
All right, Gillian the Savage Robertson. One Savage leaves the show, another Savage enters.